first and foremost, I mean, great to be able to put your first paycheck to work. Like, talk to us about Cohesion. What attracted you to this business?
We were attracted to Cohesion. Hi, Caroline. Nice to see you again. We were attracted to Cohesion because of the opportunity that stood for it to accelerate its growth through the partnership with the Next Level Fund and our LPs, Hearst, Walmart, and Microsoft, in addition to Morgan Stanley. And the premise around prop tech and helping buildings become more sustainable by incorporating technology to help them maintain and optimize their inner workings was very, very interesting and exciting for us.
Talk to us about, how you're currently sourcing the opportunities, because I speak to many diversity-focused fund who's saying, look, we do not want for pipeline at the moment. We are overwhelmed with pipeline. Where do you source some of the most interesting deals?
Our deals come from, again, that pipeline is very strong. They come from Morgan Stanley, our internal colleagues and networks. We also speak with later stage growth funds and VCs who are investing at the very early stage where we're investing, which is Series A+. We also speak with affinity groups. We also have our Multicultural Innovation Lab, which we've been able to meet a lot of excellent entrepreneurs who are diverse and women. And so that keeps our pipeline strong as well. So over the last 5 years, we have been very successful in keeping and maintaining relationships with founders of color and women, such that it wasn't hard for us to begin to pull our pipeline together for the Next Level Fund.
Alice, it's interesting because, of course, you cut them a check for the likes of Cohesion, but actually, you can strategically use them as Morgan Stanley looking at the real estate. Is that going to be an overall narrative that you feel with the fund, that you'll be able to support them in all sorts of different ways, as a customer, as an investor, as an advisor?
Yes, we believe with the Next Level Fund, Caroline, that cash is really the commodity. And the real opportunity here is to help these businesses accelerate themselves through the ability for our investors to be more active, to be able to find commercial opportunities internally and externally to really help propel the acceleration of these businesses.
I like that you turn a phrase, cash is the commodity, and it is at the moment, Alice. All, you will over at Morgan Stanley be talking about all the time, I am all the time, in terms of we're awash with cash, the amount of money that is trying to find a home, and that's why we're seeing all these more alternative investments. It is also driving up valuations, public market and private market. How are you finding the valuations of these Series A? Does it filter down as that far that you're seeing them become more elevated?
Yes, Caroline, we've seen all of the filtering of the money that has come into this space, including the addition of several funds that are at the seed stage and very early Series A stage by your more established VC firms, such as Greystone and Sequoia, who are opening up these earlier stage funds as well. So there's more competition into the space. Valuations have continued to increase. And so getting a glimpse into some of these companies at their very earliest stages allows you to stay in the game, if you will, moving forward. And so we are experiencing that as well.
Of course, it's one thing to be a female or diverse founded company. How are you supporting these businesses to remain that in their ethics, in the way in which they hire and the way in which they build, ensure that they have diverse boards? How do these companies end up being that, walking the walk throughout their life cycle?
It's an excellent question, and one that is something that our founders think a lot about at the very outset of their companies. Because they are diverse, they are also very keen to making sure that their companies remain that way as they continue to grow. From a talent perspective, their hiring practices tend to be a little bit more blind, if you will, to make sure that they're getting the right talent, but keep their teams diverse. And from a board perspective, they now have the ability to be a bit more selective around who's going to be on the board. We're lucky in this respect, or fortunate in this respect, with our investment in Cohesion. I will be on the board of that company, and so we're already beginning to diversify that company's board. But the founding team, through Shiva Kumar, who we've gotten to know, her co-founder Nick Patel, they have a very diverse team, in addition, which reflects their diversity as well.
Of course, in many ways, I'm sure the very existence of Next Level Fund within Morgan Stanley makes it attractive to talent wanting to join your bank, more diverse talent at least.
We would see that. we have a lot of interest, not only more diverse talent, but even mainstream talent or talent who's less diverse, but are interested in having more of an impact, supporting theses such as ours, closing funding gaps, and being part of the overall, if you will, ESG strategy and push for impact. We're seeing that across the firm internally as well.